Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna be trying something out today. This is a recipe that I saw online and I figured let me give it a try. I'm gonna try to follow the instructions like they have it and see how it comes out. If it doesn't come out, then it's a fail. If it comes out, then this is gonna be amazing. This is gonna be, well, this is flour, but this is gonna be bread. In here I have 4 cups of bread flour, 1 tablespoon of kosher salt, and I'm going to be adding to that 2 tablespoons of sugar, and I'm gonna add 4.5 teaspoons of dry yeast, of instant dry yeast, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do with this in a minute. So I am simply mixing all the ingredients together, which is what the recipe calls for. At this point, I'm gonna start adding 2.5 cups of warm water, not hot, but warm. And we're gonna continue to add it completely. We don't want too hot water. Why? Because hot water will totally kill your yeast. So we're gonna go ahead and let this get started so it can mix in. One of the biggest mistakes in culinary school was that a lot of us would put too hot of water and we will always kill the yeast. So make sure that your water is between, I'll say, 120 degrees, give or take. But it's not going to be too warm. You're going to be, you'll be able to touch it with your finger without getting burnt. I'm going to go ahead and stop my machine. And I'm going to make sure that all the flour that's on the sides gets incorporated. And now I'm going to go ahead and let it get started yet again, because we want to incorporate this very well. And I'm going to let it go on high until everything is mixed in. So it's been mixing for about 2 to 3 minutes. And we're gonna stop the machine. We're gonna add another cup of bread flour and start it on low because you do not want to eat your flour. So we're gonna let this go. Let that flour incorporate. Then we're gonna switch our cup measurement for a 1/2 cup measurement. And then we will continue adding 1/2 cup of flour at a time, letting the machine do the kneading for you. This part I'm not doing it like he asked, but my way. And we're gonna let it go. So far I've added another 1.5 cups, and I'm still mixing it, just trying to get all the flour incorporated. I think this should be enough flour, so we're gonna just let it go ahead and start kneading. And let it go for another 5 minutes or so. Let's let it knead on the machine. Let it do its thing. I'm gonna stop the machine. I want to feel and make sure it's no longer sticky. So it's actually feeling really elasticy. So I'm gonna let it go for another 2 to 3 minutes, and I'm just gonna let it knead. I'm gonna let it knead a total of 10 minutes, okay? So from the time we began kneading it till I finish is going to be around 10 minutes. I'm going to add just a little handful, a little tiny bit of flour, just because I feel it just needs it to be less sticky. So let's let it go now for another few minutes. Don't go fast because you're going to make the mess that I did. And let's just let this go for a little while longer. So as you can tell, the dough has wrapped around my dough hook. I'm gonna get a bowl, right? And in the bowl, we're just gonna spray it because we don't want anything to stick. And this is what we're gonna do. Lower your machine. Make sure your hands are clean. And we're going to remove the dough out of the actual hook. And we're going to remove our beautiful bread dough. I'm just gonna go ahead and form it into a little ball. And I'm going to put this on my bowl. And I am going to spray it really quickly. I am going to cover it with a towel that I'm going to wet. And I'm going to put it in my oven that is off until this doubles in size. So my dough is already proofed. I'm going to grab a sheet pan and I'm going to add some cornmeal to it. Not a lot, just enough for the cornmeal, for the bread not to stick. And I'm gonna set this aside while I show you guys what my dough looks like. Now, I did put my dough, and I'm gonna explain exactly how I did it. I took a towel and I wetted a clean towel. I then took plastic wrap and I covered it in plastic. Look how beautiful. It has doubled in size. Now I'm gonna remove the air out of it. You see? And I'm going to remove it out of my pan. Look at this dough. I think I'm going to really like this. So what I'm gonna do at this moment, my beautiful people, is that I'm going to get a bench scraper and I'm gonna cut this in half. Okay? I'm going to cut this in half and I'm going to set one half aside and I'm going to work with this one. What am I going to do? You have two options here. Well, you have as many options as you want. I'm going to actually stretch it by hand. I don't want to overdo it. But we're going to go ahead and stretch this dough as much as we can. We can actually stretch it a lot. I'm not going to. But I'm going to make it into like a rectangle. Give or take. I don't know if you all can see, but more or less right there. Now what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to pinch it. The first little ends. I'm going to pinch, 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 right? And I'm just going to start rolling. Roll, 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 roll. And at this point, I'm just going to grab my ends and I'm going to roll them in on both ends. And I'm going to grab my sheet and hopefully it fits. Most likely it's going to stick. But there we have it. One roll. Beautiful. Oh. Make sure that the ends are completely sealed. This other one, I'm just going to make it into a ball. Look how beautiful this dough looks. So what I'm going to do is that I'm rolling it to itself, but now I'm going to put it down and I'm going to put it in so I can seal the bottom. Okay? See? And I'm going to put this in here. Now, what you're going to need is a really, really sharp knife, or you're going to need a box cutter that's only used for this. What I'm going to do now is that I'm going to just score my bread. And this one, I'm actually going to score it all the way down. And now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to put plastic wrap on this and I'm going to cover it once again. And I'm going to let this double in size before I put it into the oven. Okay, so now we're ready to go into the oven. Look at our breads. We're going to remove carefully the plastic wrap. Look how beautiful this looks. And now we're going to put this in the oven. The oven, it is off. As soon as I put this in, I'm going to turn on my oven to 400 degrees. And I'm going to cook this at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. Then I'm going to lower it to 350. Now, one of the key things here is that I am using another sheet pan with hot water to create steam inside of my oven. So we're going to go in the oven for the first half an hour no, let's go 20 minutes at 400 degrees. Then we're gonna bring it down to 350. Okay, so it's been about total 40 minutes or so, and I am removing my bread out of the oven. Look at this. Look. Oh my God. This looks good. I think this recipe is a definite keeper. I'm gonna really try not to burn myself, which I got a feeling is gonna be oh, look, holy Jesus. This is gonna be okay, let's do something. Let me remove this out of here. Let me put this back in here. Okay, I'm gonna put my cutting board right on top. Yes, and I'm going to grab the loaf. Oh, because I think that the round cake, the round bread, I'm gonna give it to somebody. So let's cut this open. Let's see what this is gonna look like. First of all, it's got a nice crust. Oh my God, hot. Take a look at this. I don't know if you all can see, but look, I'm gonna actually, oh my God, I shouldn't be doing this when this is hot because I'm burning myself to pieces. But if you guys could only, the aromas, oh, it smells like freshly, look at the stretchiness. It's got a beautiful, the insides are great. I mean, this is amazing. It's crunchy. On the up on the top, I'm sorry. And it's super beautiful. So there you have it. I think this recipe is going to be a total keeper for me. I think I am liking this recipe. I think this bread recipe is a winner. Now all we need to do simply is put these together. Take a look at this. This is amazing. Beautiful. Thanks again for spending some time with me testing a recipe. I think this is going to be a keeper. I'm going to actually put the recipe down for you guys so you guys have it just in case you want to do this. Okay? Ciao. One last thing. Don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless you guys, and thank you for spending time with me on this, my new channel. Thank you.